Repairing vote system to its original design returns power over government to the governed people. The original vote count system simplifies government and reduces corruption by design. This page changed with the August 20, 2025 edit. Repair vote system to original design to minimize corruption in government and maximize security of rights. First of all, we must know our authority through documentation, that we, the governed people, not only are the owners of government, but also that when unified, we are supposed to control that government's powers by way of the majority of the total number of registered voters' votes. Then, when we learn the design voting system, unchanged for our nation since 1776, detailed at who owns government and how are they supposed to control it, lots of truly beneficial events start happening for the governed people. Finally, we solidify this repair with one or all three of the next events, each in order of complexity and length of time to accomplish. A well-informed and honorable president would write, sign, and enforce several constitutional executive actions. Then, to make those constitutional executive orders more permanent, we ratify a clarifying constitutional amendment in accord with the Constitution of the United States of America Article 5 amendment process. However, if we are going to go through the amendment process for this, and then for several other corrections against some of our long-standing political corruption, we just as well take the time to rewrite the entire nation's Constitution to better secure our rights and clarify lots of asked questions that got us into our present mess. A suggested rewrite appears at the 2020 Founding Charter and Constitution for the United States of America in its entirety. As for voting, the old paper way works best for recounts. Combine it with some modern technology, and we have a streamlined vote counting and verification process. Voting takes place in the largest open space, auditorium, etc., in each voting precinct to accommodate the largest body of concerned citizens to witness the vote counting process. Combine modern cash register technology with multi-copy printouts, the voter gets all copies in order to verify the content is identical. As with credit card purchases, where the receipt is printed with several digits of the credit card numbers, so too will receipts be printed with several digits of the voter ID numbers. The voter keeps the voter copy and deposits the official ballot copy in a transparent tumbler. A reverse counter at the tumbler will show the total number of registered voters and the 50% plus one number in a fixed poster format. Then the countdown counter will count backwards to 0, indicating how many registered voters have not yet submitted a ballot. After approximately 10% of the total number of registered voters submit the official ballot copy of the printed ballot into the tumbler, the vote count crews begin counting votes, one at a time, placing them on an overhead projector, projecting it onto a wall large enough for a big audience to see it clearly. Then the official vote counters' tally sheets are shown on the same screen as they mark off each balloted section. This way, the person holding the same voter ID receipt number, or anyone else for that matter, can verify that their vote is correctly counted. As opposed to electronic-only voting, where every recount would produce identical results, even if incorrect, the paper receipt might produce slight variations depending on if a vote counter missed a ballot or not. If the vote counters also write down in columns the voter ID number under the selected ballot item, it will be easier to verify what was missed. It also takes longer, but becomes more accurate with counter checks. With audience observation, an audience member might catch an incorrectly recorded ballot by one of the vote counters. Then every 100 or 1,000 ballots will be boxed with the original tally sheets and a copy of the master tally sheet attached to the top of the box. Up next, helping homeless solutions. Governments derive their just powers from the consent of the governed, 1776. The governed, by design, are intended to work together as a unified body, controlling the government's powers, equally protecting each other's rights. End page content.